Good morning. I'm Tara Miller. I'm a worship associate for this morning's service and Beltane ritual. This morning in our welcome, we acknowledge the land on which our ritual takes place because it is improper to do so, to conduct spiritual work without recognizing that we are on unceded, stolen land of the Huichin people, known as Ohlone, which is a Miwok word for Western people. For thousands of years, this land was lived on in balance, and many generations continue to live on this land for working for its liberation and the people's liberation. This land is also the land that was taken by the Spanish government for the Peralta Hacienda. And one of the Peralta descendants, Christina Pleitner, owns this tract that I live on, and my street is named after Pleitner Avenue. This land was a place of refuge for the people of San Francisco who survived the 1906 earthquake. It was a place where Chinese immigrants came to make a living building railroads. It was a place where farming happened to sustain others. And this particular piece of land was Section 8 housing for families who needed assistance to shelter themselves. And it is a shelter for my family at this time. We acknowledge these truths. Now I would like to help us cast a circle of spirituality for our ritual today. I'd like you to take a breath with me and envision a bubble forming around you, a bubble of safety and connectivity. This bubble is a place where you are safe and welcome, where all are safe and welcome. All people of color, all people of all languages, people of all status regarding citizenship, people who are free, people who are incarcerated, people who have shelter, people who are seeking homefulness. I would like you to see your bubble of sacred safety expanding and connecting with all of those who are doing ritual with us in this moment. We cast this circle together, and so it is.
We light this chalice, symbol of Unitarian Universalism. May it remind us of the divine spark in all of creation the power of love to heal what is broken, and to be grateful for life's blessings each day.
We light this candle in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement and work for the day in which Black lives are treated equitably with dignity and justice. We light this candle in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement and work for the day in which Black lives are treated equitably with dignity and justice.
In today's service, we're honoring two holidays. You probably all know what Mother's Day is, so let's take a moment to find out about the other one. What is Beltane? The name comes from a fire festival that started many hundreds of years ago in Ireland and Scotland, when the beginning of May was the time for the cows to return to the pastures for the summer. The whole communities gathered together, built massive bonfires, and blessed the cattle to help them stay healthy and safe when they were far from the village. People also jumped over the bonfires themselves for good luck and fertility. Today, Beltane and May Day celebrations happen around the world in many communities, on or around May 1st. They don't usually involve cows these days, but people still sometimes jump over fires. Another favorite tradition is the maypole dance, which is often the centerpiece of a celebration, where a community gathers together and dances, weaving ribbons around tall poles to create the maypole, like in the picture for the service. It's that weaving aspect of the holiday we'll be focusing on today. Beltane is a time of celebration that the days are long, the weather is warmer, and the lightest quarter of the year has come again. Blessed be.
East, element of air, east of hope, of sunrises, of clear thoughts, of new ideas to find and maintain connections, to weave with community. Be here now. Welcome, East.
Fire of the summer sun, fire of inspiration in difficult times, fire of the love in our hearts that connects us across all distances. South, fire, be here with us now. Welcome, South. Welcome, fire.
Water, to the west, to the place of deep healing and deep feeling, creativity and change, wash away our pain and fear. Hail and welcome, water.
Earth, north, giver of gravity and balance, giver of green plants, our food, giver of a place to rest our bones and our bodies when we die. Welcome, welcome, north.
Center, spirit of community, remind us that we are bound together by the actions that we take. Just as one thread pulled on a tapestry is felt upon the other side, so are we all woven together. Be here now, spirit, community, center. Hail and welcome, spirit.
lovers of life, builders of nations, we are seekers of truth, keepers of faith, we are makers of peace, the wisdom of ages, we are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreamings, and we are the breath of our ancestors, we are the spirit of God for each child that's born. The morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are for each child that's born. The morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are for each child that's born. The morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. Grandmother's prayers, and we are grandfather's dreamings, and we are the breath of our ancestors, we are the spirit of God for each child that's born. The morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are for each child that's born. The morning star rises and sings to the universe we are each child that's born. The morning star rises and sings to the universe we are. We are one.
We enter now into a time of meditation and magic. You may have participated in a Beltane ritual or a May Day celebration before. You may do it every year, or you may never have heard of the holiday at all. Regardless, I'm going to bet that everyone is missing some aspect of community right now. Remember when we gathered in groups? Singing together, hugs, dancing in chairs or on feet. These are core parts of our human experience that we can't enjoy right now. I wonder if you might feel a bit torn up inside, or like some parts of yourself aren't getting nurtured. And I'm going to invite you to do a little healing magic. You can pause the video if you'd like and gather 3 ribbons or scarves or bits of yarn, anything that will braid. Or you can just imagine this working in your mind. These 3 strands are going to represent 3 aspects of your life that feel hard right now and need some love. My 3 are work, spirituality, and grief. Name yours. We will braid these 3 physical strands to bring these 3 aspects of ourselves closer to our center, like giving them a hug tight to our chests. You might imagine that you are inviting a mother figure in your life or in your spirituality to help you hold these hurt places with love. So, take the 3 strands, physically or in your mind, into your hands. Remember their names. Tie a knot to start. And then, folding each strand over the other, we begin to weave. Leave the ends of your strands open. There's a little bit more we're going to do. Imagine with me the braids that others in our community have woven, are weaving, will weave. Stretch your thoughts out to them. Where are they? What might they look like? What beloved friends of yours are holding them? Imagine that your braid is weaving together with other braids, dozens of others. What does that feel like? What precious wounded places are we holding gently for one another? And so we weave together our braids into one great and beautiful whole, a tapestry of love we call community.
A poem called What Can You Hear by Fred Rogers, better known as Mr. Rogers. What can you hear when you close your eyes and listen for a while? Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear the love, the anger, the joy, the sadness, the fear? Can you hear the whisper of someone who wants to be very near? What can you hear when you close your eyes? Can you hear a birdie singing a song in the skies? Can you hear?
Weave and spin, weave and spin. This is how the work begins. Mend and heal, mend and heal. Take the dream and make it real. Weave and spin, weave and spin. This is how the work begins. Mend and heal, mend and heal. Take the dream and make it real.
Good morning, Foucault family. My name is Catherine Winship, and I am a member of the First Unitarian Church of Oakland, as well as its pagan interest circle, Circle of Oak, the Crescendo Choir, and the Joyful Noise Band. I officially joined First Unitarian Church of Oakland in December of 2019, after spending a year singing with the choir and finding delight and inspiration each week in the services. Foucault quickly became a second home, a welcoming, creative, and caring family. After partaking in a full year of music lessons, pagan circles, coffee, snacks, potlucks, and spiritual enrichment, I decided it was time to commit to the health and well-being of the church through pledging monthly what I was able. This church has been there for me through sunshine and shadows, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. You've given this witchy spiritual seeker a place to hang her flower crown. I am honored to be able to share the magic of Beltane with you here today, and hope you'll join us in continuing to weave this tapestry of love we call community into our maypoles and our lives. No matter what you give individually, take heart that it will be woven with everyone's gifts to create a web of community and sustainability. May this Beltane season remind us that even when physically apart, we remain all integral to the interdependent web of all existence and weavers of our collective destiny. Please join us in maintaining this vibrant community through sharing as you're able. Let's pass the virtual woven basket. Beltane blessings and a very happy Mother's Day. Thank you and blessed be.
Mother of all in every age, in every clime adored, by saint, by poet, and by sage, your praises high have soared. Goddess of nurture and of love, all nature sings your care. In life's extravagance you prove the gift of giving fair. O Spirit of unfolding grace and deepest mystery, teach us compassion's gentle face and wisdom's mastery. Teach us to cherish this proud earth, its fragile beauty praise, and for the dreams your joy gives birth, a hopeful future raise.
The giving link on the website brings you to this page. Click one-time donation and you get to this page. You roll to the bottom and you'll be able to put in the amount. You can also put a remark about your donation in the box on the right. Check the date and the amount on the bottom. And then you'll be able to click continue. That will take you to the payment page. Credit or debit card, checking, or savings. You can put your information and submit your gift. You can now give with the GivePlus app. Look for the GivePlus app. Link to instructions follows, and it's below the video in the description as well. The icon is similar to this one. A square, a gray word, a yellow word, and a plus sign. It'll be in your App Store or in your apps for Android. When you download it, you'll go through a process of signing up. You can find instructions at bit.ly/GivePlus-instructions. Type that whole thing into your browser after the http:// bit.ly/GivePlus-instructions. Need help? Email the finance team. financeteam@uuoakland.org. Many thanks to the finance team for their work in making this possible.
We are weaving the web of life. Weavers, weavers, we are weaving the web of life. Spirit weaver, bone weaver, breath weaver, stone weaver, we are weaving the web of life. Spirit weaver, bone weaver, breath weaver, stone weaver, we are weaving the web of life. Spirit weaver, bone weaver, breath weaver, stone weavers, we are weaving the web of life. Spirit weaver, bone weaver, breath weaver, stone weaver, we are weaving the web of life. Spirit weaver, bone weaver, breath weaver, stone weaver, we are weaving the web of life. Spirit weaver, bone weaver, breath weaver, stone weaver, we are weaving the web of life. Spirit weaver, bone weaver, breath weaver, stone weaver, we are weaving the web of life. Spirit weaver, bone weaver, breath weaver, stone weaver, we are weaving the web of life. Spirit weaver, bone weaver, breath weaver, stone weaver, we are weaving the web of life.
Spirit, center, community. Hail and thank you.
North, farewell. Farewell, Earth.
West, water, creativity and change. Hail and farewell. Thank you, West.
South, fire. Thank you. Hail and farewell.
East, air. Thank you. Hail and farewell.